Here we go. Sitting here with Jeff Wooleater down here in Pompano Beach bright and early. He's got his Mountain Dew in hand, ready to go.
Cheers, guys. Gotta have the Mountain Dew to start early on a Monday.
So Jeff, tell us, everybody wants to know how you get your innovation done so quick.
Well, as far as innovation, it's something that I'm driven to get done quickly. I've been with the company for over 5 years, 3.5 in South Carolina and another 1.5 years down here in Florida. And it's something I've always been aggressive about and driven from within to win. First of all, you have to know about the product that you're selling. So you got to learn a little bit about that before you're ready to go out in the street, and that's the first thing that I do. Secondly, I go into Topaz and I check out the deals that we have associated with the product. Because everybody knows how hard it is to get a new product in certain accounts that don't want it at all. So the deals that we have to work with are very, very important. Whether it's a 3-bottle deal, 7-bottle deal, case deal, you got to know what you're working with.
So when a customer comes back at you with a little pushback and he says no, how do you overcome that?
Well, when a customer says no, to me, that kind of means yes, in a way. Just because it drives me even more, to make a deal with them. Whether it be that day on the phone or that day in front of them, if they're going to say no once, I doubt they're going to say no twice to me. And many of my customers know that about me. That I'm not afraid to ask them 2-3 times if it takes that. But there is a fine line when you're dealing with customers, and you got to know which customers you can walk that line with. I do have a few customers, when they tell me no, that's just it. I move on to the next account. But many of them, once I get into the wheeling and dealing part of it, they will accept my deals and understand what I'm offering them is good to help me out, and also very good to help them out, and very profitable for them as well.
So when you sit in front of a customer, how do you package the innovation together? What I'm trying to say is, how do you sell the deal to the customer if there's more than one innovation item?
Well, I always ask. I'm not afraid to ask. So, usually I sell on deals. 75% of my placements are made on deals, and my managers will attest to that. They've worked the market with me. Say, for instance, Bushmills honey. If we have a 13-bottle deal tied in with Kettle One, I'll show them, how we can discount it to actually where the bottle is paid for, and then I give them different ideas, shot ideas to get the product going. And also, just because I've helped them out, I'll go above and beyond and ask them for something else. So once I get one thing, I'm not scared to go and ask for something else, and so forth. And usually once you get them saying yes, I found out that it's a domino effect. They keep saying yes. So I work at that angle. If they tell me no, then I'll keep track of that, and I'll come back next week and try again. Now what I do, it's real easy and simple for me, is when I get a new innovation product like this, Bushmills Irish Honey, the first week I go out and I just try to sell it to everybody. I don't worry about tracking what accounts or anything like that. I go out and I try to just get it everywhere. The second week I actually sit down on a Monday and I'll write down every account that hasn't got it or that I got a no from. And I'll physically write it down on a piece of paper, and that way I visually memorize it, and I have that paper with me, in the market that week. Usually the second time through, I'm more focused, and I've been selling it for a week already, so I usually make the sale that way. That's how I pretty much get out the door so quickly. I focus on what the task is at hand, and I try my hardest to get it done.
One final thing, what drives you to be the first one in every single month?
What drives me? Well, I've been competitive my whole life. Played a lot of sports up in Pennsylvania where I grew up, so it's just driven within me. I challenge myself every day to be the first one done, and to succeed from within. The money's good too. That's also something that drives, but for me, personally, it's just a challenge for me, to succeed at what I do and to get better at what I do. And I think you have to have that kind of killer drive in you to even attempt to make it at this job.